and it's a tool. Comfort is a tool that, uh, for lack of better terms, I'll say the devil. Comfort is a tool that the devil uses to keep you exactly where you are, and it's a powerful tool. Also, it's a
Hmm.
power. That brings me to another thought. It's kind of like evolution or de-evolution. We discussed this a little bit off camera. This for my this for my folks. I'm talking to my folks that's lived a tough life, whether in the streets or just a tough life overall. It doesn't have to be in the streets, but uh, for sake of argument, I'll just talk to the street guys and you just put it all under one umbrella. If you lived a tough life, just put it under that umbrella. Um, why? And I'm asking you, Yoda, why would we survive these chaotic experiences in life, early in life, whether in the streets or trailer park, wherever the hell you come from, uh, group home, foster home, whatever. Survive these chaotic moments and these traumatic, catastrophic experiences when you're younger, only to survive that and be killed by sugar or carbohydrates. Why, why would you survive 30 shootouts and then get diabetes? Like, and then be killed by something so preventable. And I want to say easily prevented.
Very easily prevented.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. For me it is, but for most, not.
I'm
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm just for my fats out there. I mean, easy for me and you, but not so easy for others. But it's easy, man. If I could do it, you could do it. So, hey, man. So, yeah, it's easy. Why survive something, all these traumas and traumatic tribulations, only to get older in life and have something that's in a box with sugar and fructose and all this other shit, processed sugars and flours. Have this stuff destroy you later on when you survive so much. Like, what's the point? What's the point of surviving this shit? Getting to a certain and fucking learning all these things you learn from traumatic experiences. Why learn all of that shit, or have you learned? So if you have, why learn everything you've gotten to learn from these experiences, and then later in life you get killed by something so simple and so avoidable? What is that? What is that? Jay? Is it a thing? Can you put a name to it? Can you put an idea to it? Is it a? Can it be diagnosed?
I have I don't know if this is a specific diagnosis, so to speak, but your thing before led me to this thing. This is an idea I'm having currently, and we're going to unpack it here in real time here. So, if comfort is the tool of the devil, adversity is the tool of God, because comfort leads to stagnation and struggling leads to strength. Now, one of them,
Wait! I got to write that down, man. Are you fucking crazy? That's
that's how we roll in here,
crazy.
people.
Nah,
Okay.
bro. Start. Look, this like a battle rap. Yo, start the round
Are
over.
we
Start.
are we with the
Hold on.
Don Juan?
Oh, let
All
me get that up there. Run that back. Run that back,
right,
please.
all right,
My
all right, all right.
bad. My bad.
If if comfort is the tool of the devil, then adversity is the tool of God, because comfort leads to
Wait.
stagnation.
Nick, did you just think of that?
Yeah, just as you were talking here,
Run it
just as
back.
you
Real
was
quick.
going with it. This is what
Run
we
it
are
back.
back.
One more time. My bad. My
We
bad.
need to get a little air horn so we can battle rap it for real. We're talking like a
Hey, yo,
smack
Sean,
battle.
Craig, that's great. Run that shit back, Jay. My
All
bad.
right. If comfort is the tool of the devil, then adversity is the tool of God. Now, comfort leads to stagnation and struggle leads to strength. So the devil's on the front end has the more appealing offer, but God's has the more appealing payout. But most people are prone to go for the most appealing upfront offer. So they take the comfort, unaware that that's going to keep them trapped, going to keep them stuck, and ultimately is going to be their downfall. And they turn their back on the adversity, on the struggle, because up front it sucks, it's hard. But as a whole, that will lead to their salvation. They're too short-term, short-sighted to understand what trade-off it is that they're making. And I think that, so like you said there, people go through the adversity and then they're killed by comfort foods and various comforts and things along these lines, right? So they're given the struggle by God, and then here comes the devil to say, nah, you've had all this struggle, take this comfort now. So they take the comfort, thinking that it's the way out and it's a relief from what it is that they've been going through. But they were unaware that the path that they were on was eventually leading to the oasis. But they got tempted off of that path by the nice looking, pretty looking one with all of the, the flowers and the bushes and all that shit up front, unaware that at the end was the desert. So they left the desert to go on the nice path to ultimately wind up in the desert, not knowing that if they kept walking through the desert, they would have wound up in that oasis. So it's the give and take, the back and forth, the pull of everything, right? You got the negative for every single positive. So when someone is offered the positive in the form of adversity, they turn their nose up at it to take the negative in the form of comfort, even though ironically that will lead to more adversity, and the adversity up front would have led to the comfort. So I think, and that's how people get tempted, is because they're not strong-minded enough to understand that if they keep pushing through the pain and they keep pushing through the struggle, at the other end is clearness and freedom, right? Like they have the thing where I think it's the buffalo runs towards the storm where everyone runs away from it, because towards the storm, you go into the storm, you go out the other side of the storm, because the storm's coming this way, the buffalo's going this way, you pass it. But when you run from it, you're always sitting there under the storm. The storm's always chasing you. So it's harder to run through the storm than it is to run from the storm. But once you're through that storm, everything's good now. But most people don't want to go through the storm. They want to go that way because the sunshine is that way, and all that they could see that way is clouds, unaware that the clouds are going to where the sun is.
Man, oh
and this
man.
is the trade-off that people make. This is my idea that we have unpacked here.